Yo, what's going on, guys? It's Houston Sports Talk back into the video today. And today, the Los Angeles Dodgers have signed Blake Snell to a 5-year, $182 million deal. This is getting out of hand. The Dodgers, with this high money, signing all the big stars in free agency, is getting out of hand. Look at the deals they did last off season, signing Shohei and Yamamoto, and all the other deals they made last offseason. Oh, Glass now as well. And then this year starts off with Blake Snell, giving him $182 million. And and then now they're still being favorites to, sign all these guys. Like, they're still being mentioned with names like, Willie Adames or Juan Soto. Like, you're still seeing people saying, oh, we think they're the favorites to land Juan Soto, even though they made all those signings last offseason, spending like $1 billion or near $1 billion. Now signing another player to almost a $200 million deal, and they're still favored. They're still favored to land the guy who's projected to get a near $500 million deal in Juan Soto. How do you pull this off? I mean, I don't understand. To me, with the Dodgers landing another star, and them just turning their team into a all-star team after literally winning the World Series, it makes me wonder, does the ML, like, I know the answer to this, but is it time for the MLB to take action on a salary cap or a cap space like you see the like you see the NBA or the NFL have? An NBA or NFL team cannot pull this off. You just couldn't in the NBA or NFL. And so that's just what I'm thinking is maybe it's time for Major League Baseball to enforce a salary cap or cap space. But I guess the Dodgers looked great this year. They looked great this year. Imagine what they'll look like next year. If Glasnow's more healthy than he was this year. You got Shohei pitching next year, which will be different. That'll make them better. Tommy Edman for the full season. I'm as much as I hate what the Dodgers are doing. I'm a big Tommy Edman fan. My cousin Jonathan represents Tommy. That was literally the only reason I rooted for the Dodgers in the playoffs was because of Tommy Edman. If they didn't have Tommy Edman, I would absolutely cheer for every bad thing that happened to them. But because of Tommy Edman, I did root for the Dodgers. So I want to like the Dodgers because of Tommy, but at the same time, it's so hard to like them with I'm not going to say it's cheating because they're literally allowed to do this, but it feels like there should be a cap space or a salary cap to me. But yet, with the pitching rotation they already have of Yamamoto, Tyler Glasnow, Shohei Ohtani, who will be back, and he's another pitching stud. Also, Dustin May probably might be back next year, or should be back at some point next year pitching, and he's been a great pitcher for them. You add Blake Snell to that. Not to mention Walker Buehler's still a free agent. I do wonder, how does this affect Walker Buehler? There were already talks about, they might very well could lose Walker Buehler in free agency. I'm gonna predict that I don't think Walker returns to LA. I think he was a big part of their World Series championship. He did great in the postseason. Finished it off at the end. He was great. I just don't think he's gonna return after they already have a rotation of, Glasnow, Snell, Yamamoto, Ohtani, and Dustin May. River Ryan as well as another nice youngster they have as well. So I really don't see Buehler re-signing. It's not about like the Dodgers don't have the money to give. If they're still projected after all the money they spend, if they're still projected to land a near $500 million player, I think they can afford Walker Buehler. I think there are other teams that need pitching more than the Dodgers do that I think are going to be able and willing to offer the same amount of money, if not more than what the Dodgers are to Walker. So I think he's most likely out of LA with Blake signing there. But I could be wrong. We'll see. It's not about the money. They definitely have the money to re-sign Walker, but this is who's coming to L.A. Two-time Cy Young winner, one-time All-Star, two-time ERA title winner. In San Francisco this year, it was a really bad start for Blake this year, but he had a big bounce back, great bounce back. 3.12 ERA on the year, five and uh, 5-3 was his record. 20 games, 20 starts. He did have a no. He did have a no hit. I think he had a no hitter this year. 104 innings, 65 hits given up, 38 runs, 36 earned runs, 6 home runs, 44 walks, and 145 strikeouts. He's a strikeout machine. Um, and then 2023 was a really good year for him. Was the Cy Young, and was an MVP candidate as well. 14-9, 2.25 ERA, 32 games, 32 starts, 180 innings, 115 hits given up, 45 earned runs, 15 home runs, 99 walks, which was in 2023, which was a career high in walks given up, but did at the same time, he did have a career high in walks given up, but a career high in strikeouts. He was again good in 2022 with San Diego, 3.38 ERA. Had one of his worst seasons of his career, 2021, with a 4.20 ERA, but was good in 2020 with a 3.24 ERA and only 11 starts because of the shortened season. 2019 is his worst year in his career with Tampa. In 2019, 4.29 ERA and 23 starts. And then 2018 was his first Cy Young year and was a top 10 MVP candidate, finishing 9th place in MVP voting. 21-5 was his record in 2018 with a 1.89 ERA and 31 starts, over 180 innings, 112 hits given up, 41 runs, 38 earned runs, 16 home runs, 64 walks, and 221 strikeouts. So I think Blake Snell's a great addition for LA. I don't think there's anything of judging this deal for the Dodgers. It's a great addition. Their team continues to improve, and I can guarantee everybody right now, the Dodgers are not done. They're still going to... I don't know if it's Juan Soto. I don't know if that's the other addition that's going to be for them. I honestly kind of doubt that Juan Soto will become a Los Angeles Dodger. But I know the Dodgers are still going to go after the big names, even though they basically already have a half or more than half all-star team on their roster. I think they're still going to be looking at guys like Willy Adames, maybe Alex Bregman. I still feel like they're going to be hard hitters, even though they did everything they did last offseason, won a World Series, and now add in a two-time Cy Young winner. You think a World Series champion that is as talented as they are, not to mention they were a World Series champion team that was not that 100% healthy. So a World Series champion who was not that healthy and will be more healthy next year adds a multiple Cy Young winner who's one of the best strikeout pitchers in baseball. You'd think that team would be done, but I think there might be another one or two other big signings to come for this Dodgers team, which is absolutely crazy to say. Let me know your thoughts on the signing for the Dodgers in the comment section, and peace out.